Hey there, my spooky, scary skeletons. It's Chloe in real life, and welcome back to another episode of my Halloween Spooktacular. Today, I am here at Sinister Pointe in Fullerton, California, and I am so excited to go in. There are 4 different realms that you can experience, and I can't wait, so let's go check it out. Alright, so I'm here with Mr. Jeff Shufflebine. So tell me what you do here at Sinister Pointe.
Well, I kind of produce scares that give people nightmares.
Ooh, it was really fun. We went through all 4 different realms.
Nice.
And I would have to say Rebus was my favorite.
Rebus is probably my favorite too.
It was
so.
really fun the way it played with your mind, and it was more of a psychological maze than a pop out and scare, which I really like that. So the way you have to crawl sometimes is just really fun.
Yeah, that's fun, and I think well, I don't want to give it away, but
yeah.
there's a couple fun elements inside.
There's very fun. Now, how long have you been working for Sinister Pointe?
Sinister Pointe, I think we started Sinister Pointe in 2007, but this is actually my 20th year, my 20th anniversary. We started our first haunted house in 1996, so this is our 20th anniversary.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Where do you get your inspiration for the mazes from?
I think it's a little bit of everything. You know, we get a little stuff from movies, tons of nightmares. I think that brings a lot of things to life. Other haunted houses always inspire things, and I always tried to, take what I've experienced or seen at other attractions and said, this is great. I'd like to do something along this line, but how can I take something and put a twist on it? How can I make something different? How can I take something that's already been done and make something a little bit different? So combining all of those elements, horror movies, tons of nightmares. What's crazy is, a quick little story. Growing up, I've had nightmares my whole life. Mm-hmm. And growing up, I always thought, well, I'm a child and I'm growing up, and everybody has nightmares when they're growing up. Well, I'm 40 years old and I still have nightmares almost every single night. I don't know why they're not gone yet. But honestly, I wake up in cold sweats and stuff, and I have a little notepad set next to my bed, and I write down, I'm like, this scared the heck out of me. How can I translate this somehow? So,
really cool.
Which I don't know if that's a good thing that I'm still having nightmares at 4 years old, but I do.
Everybody has nightmares. It's
that's true.
Plus, nightmares can be kind of fun sometimes. And hey, nightmares inspired Sinister Pointe,
that's
so
true.
I like these kinds of nightmares. So how did you come up with this year's theme, and is it different from past themes? Is it the same but just a little bit different? Tell me about that.
I think what we did this year, unfortunately we were very limited on the amount of time we had to be able to produce an attraction. So some of the things we're most well known for, with a lot of the extreme interactivity, where in the past you had to push buttons and read clues and all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to pull some of that stuff off this year because we only had about 3 weeks to build this entire attraction. So we tried to kind of, not in a bad way, but kind of watered down some of those same elements a little bit to where they weren't so intricate, but still be able to provide a lot of the same interactivity. Mm-hmm. And then we also went back to our roots a little bit. I figured it's my 20th anniversary. Let me go back to some of the roots and do some scares, like classic scares, things that worked in haunted houses 20 years ago. So I tried to incorporate some of those original elements and things we've done in the past with some of the new interactive stuff that we're most well known for. Yeah.
And that's amazing that you provided such an amazing attraction in such a little amount of time. You really have done an amazing job with it. What has been your favorite year out of all of them?
Oh, wow. That's a really tough question. Well, I think probably the biggest turning point for us in all the 20 years we've been doing it was in 2008 when we got approached by Lionsgate Films to produce the first, we produced the first interactive haunted house based on the Saw movies. So when Saw came out, we built a maze for Lionsgate where you walked in and you had to physically perform tasks just like you would in the Saw movies.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, of course, I don't know every haunted house internationally, but I really do feel in 2008 we were kind of the founders and creators of that full interactivity. People walking into a room and said, "Oh my God! Like I actually have to physically stick my hand in these, things filled with nails to get out." So that was probably our founding moment. The moment we said, "Wow, this is really cool." And of course, it was also our most popular maze. And then at that point, the next year, Lionsgate realized how popular and great it was. So we sold it off to Universal Studios. But I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, that's a good thing for us to create something so awesome that they said, "You did an amazing job. We have to give this, we have to give this to a company that can allow a bigger audience to see it."
Mm-hmm.
So, and Universal was nice enough to even hire us the next year to produce a lot of the traps and stuff for the Saw maze.
That's very cool.
So that was a really great experience for us.
That is totally awesome. Well, thank you so much. This has been awesome. Do you have any social media we can follow you on?
Yeah, absolutely. We have our Facebook at Sinister Pointe, Twitter at Sinister Pointe, Instagram Sinister Pointe, SinisterPointe.com. So you could definitely find us on all of that stuff.
So definitely be sure to check out all of those. So what I love about Sinister Pointe is that it's not your typical haunted attraction. It's not just pop out blood and guts and gore scares. It's more psychological, and it really plays with your brain, and you'll be twisted up and you'll go through an entire part and you'll end up in the same room where you started. And it's really cool like that because it leaves you wondering where you really are. Okay guys, so that was Sinister Pointe. It was super fun and super scary. I'm not gonna show you a lot because I wanna keep it a secret and make it a surprise. So if you wanna see all of Sinister Pointe, be sure to go visit. It's in Fullerton, California. If you're in Southern California, I would definitely recommend it. It was super fun. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of my Spooktacular. But if you have, it's okay, don't worry. I made a playlist in the description box down below, so definitely don't forget to check that out. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at ChloeNoel910. And I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to stay spooky. Bye! Don't forget to check out their website, SinisterPointe.com, and I will see you all. Wait.